Yeah, it was. It's funny. It's hard to work out why there's not as many points being scored. There doesn't seem to be as many points scored in games, as many blowouts. And I was just talking to a few of the fellas after the game. It's probably because there's so many stoppages in the game with penalties and scrums. You don't. Whether that's the reason or not, I'm not sure. It gives the players a bit of rest and plenty of juice to make those last ditch tackles. Because I think if you look across the board, there doesn't seem to be as many points being scored anyway.
South Sydney had a great effort against the Warriors some weeks back where they defended for most of the game and got the points. So they really made you work for whatever points you got.
Yeah, we created that many half chances, probably more than I've ever seen. We seemed to be just getting pulled short of the line or someone grabbed by a jumper. I thought in the second half, when we got a bit of ball, we played some good football. We stuck to a plan and come up with some good tries where we thought we could get them. But it was all on the back of having plenty of possession, of course.
After one replay of that 77th minute incident where South thought they were going to score, did you know that it was going to be an odd one?
No, I didn't. They've got us like that the last two times we've played them in the last minute, so I suppose a bit of flashback. But it was nice. It was a relief when you saw his hand on the ball.
You must be pretty proud, John, of the fight in the side. Like you just keep winning the tight games, don't you?
Yeah, I think that effort then can't be understated. Not many sides win off a Monday night game, especially like the interstate sides. We've got to get down there, play on a Monday night, then we've got to travel. So we get nothing done Tuesday, get a session in Wednesday, Thursday's their day off. So you really only get one day to get ready for the game. And South were coming off a Friday night game. I was really worried there at one stage in the second half. I thought we were just going to run out of juice, but it's been typical of the effort. So just they keep rolling their sleeves up.
John, you said during the week it was going to be important with Bailey and Rogers in with the fresh legs, and especially Bales, who was just fantastic, just kept going right through.
Yeah, that was important. I think when we shifted Rogers to 5'8", I thought it lifted us up another gear, and Bales was just his normal self. And it was only accidental how it happened, how they both missed the game against the Panthers. But I was thankful they were fresh for that game.
Game like that last year, do you think there's a bit more resolve in the
stages? We would have, at other stages, no. So it's too early to tell. We've got to carry that resolve for the rest of the year. We talk about that a fair bit. But we pay a little bit more attention to having resolve within the side. But time will tell.
Do you think Frankie's done enough to make the test side?
I think so. I don't see him. Normally, someone's got to take the jumper off you. I don't think anyone's done anything more than Buff. He's been very good for us, and he's getting better. Today was one of his better performances, and I don't think anyone's done enough to take over him.
You mentioned Bailey was his usual self. I mean, he probably hasn't done his chances any harm either. He's probably like that hasn't been spoken about.
Yeah, I think he's the type of guy that Tim Sheens would like. I think he'd like a player of his ilk. You got to pick players for the type of game you're going to play, and it's going to be a fast game, an up-tempo game, and a tough game. And there's not many front rowers you'd want other than Bales for that type of game.
We seem to be talking about it every week with Zillman starting this week and Presto starting at 5'8". Is that a glimpse into where you're heading in coming weeks, or is that just something different for today?
No, it's just a week-to-week thing, mate. We're obviously going to have to settle on a when everyone's fit, we'll have to settle on a positionally, leading into the back end of the year. But we don't know who's going to be on the field the back end of the year, so it's a good opportunity to give guys time under pressure situations, not just training in different positions.